In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best Polaroid cameras in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these Polaroid cameras, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the Fujifilm Instax Mini 9. The Fujifilm Instax Mini 9 is a budget-friendly, entry-level Polaroid camera that would be a really good option for you, if you want to capture well-defined images without spending hundreds of dollars, so let's get straight to the point and find out what makes this camera a great option for you. From a design perspective, the Mini 9, as the name states, has a tiny, yet chunky build body that looks almost as a toy rather than as a Polaroid camera, but that's one of the reasons why it is popular among the travelers. In addition, this device has a rounded grip on the side, which according to the users does really offer a stable grip, so you won't have any issues shooting in portrait and landscape orientation, while on the front, there is a flashing LED light, and the 60mm Instax lens that have a moderate wide angle, so for now, I don't have any remarks. Now, let's talk about the features. One of the most interesting things about this camera is the ability to automatically detect the most suitable brightness for taking a picture, and the camera will inform you about this by lighting one of the lamps that are positioned above the lens. Moreover, the Mini 9 requires two AA alkaline batteries, and once you store them in the dedicated compartment, you will have enough battery to capture up to 100 shots, which is equivalent to 10 rolls of film, which is quite good for its price tag. I would also like to inform you that most of the users claim that the picture quality is really well defined, but please keep in mind that you should avoid taking pictures in very cold conditions, due to the fact that the film is engineered for temperatures that range from 5 to 40 degrees in Celsius. When it comes to the image development, the process would take around 1 to 2 minutes, which isn't that long, to be honest, and during the phase, avoid shake or bend the image because you may ruin the quality. Overall, the Instax Mini 9 is worthy of considering, because it looks fancy, performs really good and it is suitable for everyone's budget, so you can't go wrong if you ever decide to purchase it. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Fujifilm Instax Square SQ6. The Fujifilm Instax Square SQ6 has gone instantly viral after its release, due to the fact that this is the company's first instant analog camera that uses a square Instax film, so if you've been looking for something similar, then congratulations, you've found it. From a design perspective, the SQ6 is available in 3 colors of which you can choose from on Amazon, such as the blush gold, graphite gray and white, but regardless of your choice, all of them look fancy and share the same performance, so you're unlikely to be disappointed with your choice. This model has a stylish, rounded-off square construction that is accompanied by a shutter release button that is positioned on the front of the camera, a power slider on the top, a tiny viewfinder positioned on the corner at the back, along with 3 physical buttons including a timer button, a button that disables the flash and a button for accessing camera modes. Also at the back, there are 7 printed icons with LED lights that will indicate you the modes you're currently using, so when you see it as a whole, it looks and feels well engineered indeed. But now, let's talk about the performance. The SQ6 uses 65.75mm lens with an aperture of f12.6 and produces well-defined 2.4 by 2.4 inch square images, and thanks to its built-in flash, you can capture vivid pictures even in low-light surroundings, which is something that I particularly favor. In addition, the SQ6 comes with 3 color filters including green, purple and orange, of which you can take an advantage in order to enhance your creativity with each taken picture. Speaking of the modes, well, there is a dedicated selfie mode that can be used for optimizing the exposure and the focus so that your selfies will look great, a normal mode, landscape mode, macro, light and dark modes, which can be accessed through the mode button, so you can use each of them according to your preferences. Last but not least, the film price isn't really cheap, so try to frame the shot properly, since you will likely miss the shot and that costs money. Overall, if you're looking for a compact, Polaroid camera that uses square Instax film, then this is the one for you. Next up, at number 3, we have the Fujifilm Instax Mini 90 Neo. The Fujifilm Instax Mini 90 Neo has received numerous positive critiques from the customers on the market, and you've probably seen its name dozens of times as one of the most suggested option that you can find, which definitely has to mean something, so let's reveal the reason. From a design perspective, this particular model has a black and silver body that is made of plastic, but you can also notice the textured materials that give it a retro look that you can't resist. At the back, you can find a battery compartment as well as a viewfinder with an integrated target spot positioned on the top corner and 5 physical buttons positioned below, while on the front, there is a shutter button that doubles as a mirror with the intention to provide you an accurate selfie framing along with a flashlight in the lens. Thanks to its design, you can use the Mini 90 in portrait or landscape orientation without any problem, and most of the users claim that this device feels stable as you're holding it, so I really think that you will notice this by your own once you get this product. Now, let's talk about the performance. The Mini 90 Neo is armed with 60mm lens that is capable enough to focus on objects as close as 11.8 inches away, while on the other side, the presence of the built-in flash is surely welcome, due to the fact that the additional illumination will help you have consistent accurate exposures in a variety of lighting conditions. When it comes to the modes, one of the most interesting modes that this unit feature is the party mode, which lets more ambient light to enter with the intention to create brighter backgrounds. There is also a kids mode that will make the camera able to capture fast-moving objects by using shorter shutter speeds to freeze action, a macro, landscape, the bulb mode which produces long exposures in dark, and the double exposure mode that produces 2 images on a single film sheet. To conclude, the Instax Mini 90 Neo deserves your attention, because it shoots quality images, packs many interesting modes and offers a great value for its cost. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Polaroid Originals 1 Step Plus 9010. The Polaroid Originals 1 Step Plus 9010 is a new, 2018 model that has quickly established itself as one of the best possible Polaroid cameras that you can find on the market, mainly because of the fact that this device has an enormous creative potential that can satisfy even the most demanding users. From a design perspective, this model comes with a polycarbonate shell that houses an optical viewfinder positioned on the top left corner on the rear, a micro USB charging port with a red on-off switch also at the rear, and top-positioned lever that will let you switch between the 2 focus modes. At the front, you will instantly notice the large lens, as well as the large, red shutter release button that sits under the flash, so without a doubt, I can say that this unit looks incredibly good in my opinion. For your information, this device uses Polaroid 600 film or an I-type film, and keep in mind 2 things. The first is that the film loads in the front, while the second is that the package contains only a battery, so you should additionally pay for the film. Now, let's talk about the features. This model can be operated through the Polaroid Originals app that is compatible with Android and iOS devices, and to be honest, the pairing process is butter smooth, since all you have to do is to press the plus button located on the camera's front and launch the app on your phone. In addition, the app will let you enable a noise trigger, remote trigger, manual mode, and even let you make double exposures or light paintings for your ultimate user experience. Moreover, the 1 Step Plus 9010 is armed with fixed 106mm f14 to f64 lens that are capable enough to focus on objects from 1 to 3 feet away with the intention to maximize your effectiveness when it comes to shooting. Last but not least, I would also like to add that this unit has an integrated battery that can last up to 60 days of use per charge, which is insanely good if you ask me. Overall, the 1 Step Plus is a must-have option, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality. And finally, at number 1, we have the Leica Sofort. The Leica Sofort would be an extremely good option, especially if you want to invest a bit more in a high-end Polaroid camera that is manufactured by an iconic brand that is known for its quality lens that will never disappoint you when it comes to shooting photos. From a design perspective, the Sofort is available in 3 color editions, such as the Mind, Orange and the White that we are currently reviewing, and since all of them share the same specs, you can't go wrong regardless of your choice. In addition, the Sofort sports a square, hard-edged body that is followed by 60mm lens and a small selfie mirror on the front that will let you take selfies, while around the lens there is a focusing ring of which you can take an advantage in order to achieve close-up or long-range focusing. On the back, there is a mode button, a button for switching the flash on, a button that will let you add some exposure compensation, a small, optical viewfinder in the top left corner of a camera, as well as a small screen that will inform you about the battery status and the film remaining count. On the top, there is a shutter release button that is strategically positioned, and according to numerous customers, it is extremely responsive, and once you touch it you will instantly hear the sound of the mechanics, and within a very short period of time, a print will pop up. So for now, I'm pretty satisfied with the aesthetics. But now, let's talk about the performance. The Sofort packs numerous modes, such as the macro, bulb, automatic, self-timer, party and people, double exposure and the selfie, where each of them will try to give the best results depending on what you want to achieve in a particular moment. According to the users, the picture quality is indeed overwhelming, since the color accuracy is pretty good and there are also many details. However, keep in mind that the best results are achieved when capturing in light conditions. Overall, I strongly recommend you consider the Leica Sofort, and if you ever decide to purchase it, you will never regret your decision. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these Polaroid cameras, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.